That's
I
funny.
am about to fall asleep. Whoa!
Whoa. Dude, unironically, that's how I felt yesterday. I went to the gym for an hour and a half, and then I walked home for 45 minutes, and I was about to pass out, dude. And then I got to work. Somebody had catered Mexican food, and dude, I took one bite of those fucking nachos, and my body was like, it's like somebody gave me a blowjob. Like my body just came back to life. You know what I'm saying? It resuscitated me from
That
the
shit puts
dead.
me right back to sleep, bro. It's like after a
Well,
coming, I'm like,
an hour and a half later, I was fucking yawning, dude. I needed a coffee. But in the moment, it felt fucking fantastic, dude.
I'm like flying high, dude. I feel really good.
Fuck yeah, dude. If you can apply it to your fucking training, dude. Yesterday was nuts.
Yeah, my God. And it's like it's not like, oh, was it gonna work? It's like, okay, this should work. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I feel the same way. I just got to get used to the the stock indicator.
I might switch the arrows to the column you read because you read the low nodes off column
Yeah.
2 here.
Yeah, I do.
You can toggle the first one off if you want.
Yeah, that's what I did. I've got one of the 10 columns. I've got the low node column, and then I've got the stock column.
So you need to figure out what you want, how aggressive you want the clearing on your 10 columns. Because this one, you can program it. This does one for every one tick it's deleting, every 3, every 5.
Mm.
If you're looking for that longer term shit, the 19 over here works. All right, let's get ready to fucking party here.
I've still got Joao's indicator on my other monitor, and you
Yep.
did a great job of replicating it. The numbers are the exact same.
Do you just need those other 2 columns that's in that one?
Um, it would help because I do lean on that sometimes when I'm looking for fresh orders. You know, like if we're defending an area, I want to see buyers come in on the most recent bid. You know,
Yep.
so it does help sometimes.
Come on. Let's see if we get gaps.
I want to do a test order. Yeah, this still isn't working for some reason.
Okay, let's do it. So at Microsoft, look where I'm doing it. There's a range here, even though they could potentially blow it. Apple's gapped. We'll let Apple be where it is. I'm gonna actually, since Apple is gapped, I'm gonna draw a ray just straight up from where it gapped as a
Mm-hmm.
trend line. Nvidia, it's in a range as far as I'm concerned. You can see it
Yeah.
zoomed out. Amazon, that's a tough one. I'm gonna let that play. I'm gonna zoom out of Google a little bit. Like I feel like Google might. Am I not? My keyboard's not on the right. I feel like Google zoomed out is actually in a bigger range.
Yeah, I'm gonna draw
Yeah,
that range.
both of them. So I'm max zoomed out. I'm gonna run this big ass range, which this is probably several days, but sometimes that's fine. AVGO gapping. We're gonna go ahead and just like Apple 2-bar
Yeah,
range. Tesla.
it's the same thing, right?
mm,
I did a ray. I did a 2-bar ray on the Tesla.
think I might run a range on it, to tell you the truth. When you zoom out, you kind of have three top, like
Yeah, I
you
see
have
what
the
you're saying
three.
now.
Meta. I'm gonna run array on it, but I'm gonna run it just on its open bar.
Okay.
Walmart has a range, but I'm not gonna get the wick of its shit. So it's wicking low right now. I'm gonna say, hey, if you can pull back in there, that was just a V flush. Berkshire Hathaway. That's coming out of a tight consolidated range. So we'll run an array on that. Just this bar. Make sure it's green when you draw it, but make sure it's tight. Lily. That's a weak breakout of this range. So I'm going to draw the range that it came from. It's very weak on that gap.
See if it comes back in.
Yeah. MU, if you zoom out.
Range.
Yeah, for sure. JP Morgan seems to be way in the fucking stratosphere. So,
Ray.
you know.
Same with AMD. I did a ray on AMD.
Yeah. Very tight. I'm going to go, depending on where that first bar, it's going to be like a 2-bar.
Intel, if you zoom out on Intel, it might be coming back into a range.
Oh, shit. So make sure your ray is actually green. If you throwing that ray on, sometimes it won't.
Yeah, it's printing green numbers for me.
Intel. That's interesting. It's in a range if you zoom way out.
Yeah.
We'll run it there. But you're gonna want to zoom in on these because it may make a micro range, which we're gonna adjust later in the session.
Yeah.
Visa, there's a big V flush on Visa, but if you after the V flush range, but I'm not gonna get the wick from the open. It's a little. I'm gonna tighten it up a little bit.
Okay.
Exxon Mobil. No, I'm gonna let that be. Well, hold on.
I've got a range on it. It's wicking. I'm not gonna count the wick.
On Exxon Mobil, I'm gonna leave it neutral. Oracle. Oracle's in a range. I'm gonna measure it from that middle pivot up. Johnson and Johnson is obviously
Put a ray on that.
Just the single bar.
Costco V flush.
Zoom out on it. Yeah, Costco has a range, but I wouldn't count. I would not include.
No, the V flush. I didn't.
Yeah. Just go to those other pivots. MA MasterCard, I think it is the zoom out. There's a range on it, but don't count the pivot on the very high. Just let it kind of come out and be neutral a little bit. Cat is in a big ass range if you like zoom way the fuck out.
Yeah.
I don't want to give too many trends out.
Yeah, me neither.
So I'm gonna give that one a deal. It's Cisco. I mean, Cisco's trending up. So it's a shallow trend, and honestly, I'm gonna just take the Ray, but off of this, the pivot before the open.
Okay.
Uh, Netflix. I mean, I'm gonna just leave that. LRCX. It's already dumping in, but so we'll run a. We're gonna leave that alone because it's dumping in.
Yeah.
Already.
I didn't touch it.
Bank of America. I'll give that a trend. Just on that one bar. Chevron. CVX. I would take these last 5 or 6 bars. Right.
Yeah.
Not the wick down and just give it that.
Give it a range.
Yep. ABVV trend up. So we're going to be printing super green, but that's okay for now. AMAT, I'm not even going to touch.
Yeah, I left that one.
United Healthcare, it's in a nice downtrend, and I'm going to do it off of 6 bars. I'm not going to do the puke just now.
Okay.
Like there's just like it has those perfect lower highs coming in.
I see what you mean.
So we'll give it that. PG.
I did a Ray up on PG. I'm kind of breaking out of a range.
It's
though.
starting
what
to
do you
go.
Think about that?
It's starting to go break even a little bit. I'm personally, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw out this range, and if it comes back into it, because it didn't gap way off of that.
Yeah, that's a good point. I'll leave that as a range.
Coca-Cola.
Kind of V-flushed. Yeah, it's back into.
I'm just gonna not even touch the fucking Coke. It's just gonna be neutral. All right, so I can see 40s have been, wow. Okay.
We're screaming.
Yeah. I need to know what's been going on for a couple of days. I don't. Let me go up to like a fucking 5 minute. No. I need to double check ES on a 3 minute because, like, is it. What is it doing? I don't have that much history on this, actually. That's a problem. I don't know if we're like. I need a further look back on this. We're just banging up so much on ES. I'm like, okay, well, I don't want to just buy it right now. Yeah. You do have this range setting up above us. Maybe there's a buy on that pullback. Would have loved to got that, but
yeah, that was a good call. I just didn't have enough buyer defense down there for me to take it.
see what kind of pullback she throws in there. A fat one.
Ooh.
A very fat. A fat one. I like it.
Yeah, let's see if buyers defend here. There's a bit of buying. These sellers could get trapped. I've got a 1025 long on micros.
Yeah, I'm on it at 1050 actually long. It sucks. We're on the wrong end of the slip range.
Yeah. Might run into trouble at 12, but let's see if we can get above it.
So they're putting a box. They're boxing low, which is not a good sign.
Yeah, if they reject 12 again, I'm going to take it off. Let's see if they get through it.
Why does my orders keep getting rejected? God damn it!
Yeah, I took that off for break even. I just didn't like that we rejected 12.
Fucking I am trapped. Fuck! It won't. My orders are getting rejected. My orders are fucking getting rejected. What the fuck?
Do you have an emergency button? Can you open the broker?
I flattened it for a loss. I was trying to get out for a win. God damn, dude. And I don't know if it was like I kept getting these goddamn order rejected. 700 loss. Fucking.
Sheesh.
Let me put it on scalp drills and see what the fuck is going on. Order rejected. Buy stop can't be placed inside. I don't. Oh, fuck. That's why. I didn't have auto on, which I just had this thing called stop order selected. So it's like, I can't do that.
Got a long off 775. Took it off at 925. That was on minis for a continuation. I'm not sure if it's going to defend again. I've got an 8 long. Took it off at 950. Pretty balanced auction here. It's super thick below, super thick above. Kind of a coin toss area, in my opinion. They're chewing away at these sell orders, though, so it could want to shoot up, but it's kind of too early to tell.
Took a big ass loss off 1050. Was long. Down 1800. I'm going to let this pull way down. To 500s.
Had a 775 long, but I paper handed it. 3-tick loss. I think it would have worked, though.
I'm surprised they're like actually up here. Figured they would pull low. Took another big loss. Went short on 1025. Immediately get wiped. Down 2700. I thought they was going to really pull it low. They might, actually. I mean, it's technically in a long phase, but I don't really know how much more upside it has.
Mhm. There's some pretty big selling going on here. Got a big gap below. I might try the reversal on micros.
Long or short?
Short.
Okay, be careful.
If I see these sellers get absorbed, I'm going to flat key it. Yeah, I'm going to flat key that 4 tick loss on micros.
Yeah, I'm long on 1275, so I don't know how much more it has though. I'm gonna bankroll a bit. $600. I just don't be short.
No, I'm not shorting on minis because I don't see any potential for it. The win rate on reversals is so low that I'd rather just trade those with micros. But the risk to reward on reversals is way better. There's a bit of buyer defense here. Got that 100 lot.
Thing is, she's probed really hard low that I feel like we could see 500s again. I'm just confused in here. I'm gonna check the stocks.
There's the move down. You have a bit of defense here. Pretty high node below us at 8s. Let's see if they defend.
First signs of selling.
Big buyer at 575. Let's see if he has enough juice for buyers to want to defend here. Not quite. So it looks like buyers are now trapped down here. Buyers are starting to defend that 750 level, but they're having trouble whenever they shoot up. These buyers are now trapped.
This is like the second or third time I think we're gonna go to 500, dude.
Yeah, I could see it. That's definitely the direction it looks like it wants to go.
Look at her popping up really aggressively right here. I had a short at 5s, took it off at 250. Wanted to run it lower. Picked up 1,300, only down 1,000 or 900, but probably with
Nice.
commissions. Good exit on that. So they just hit that 500 down there. And we're mostly green above. I could see it ripping back up, dude.
Yeah, that's a motherfucker of a reclaim. See if they put any buyer defense in.
But it seems like they do want to tap the 500, so we'll see. We'll wait. So you can see how this range has mostly been green above us, and we're like going down. There's a good chance we will pull back up on it. I just don't know where that low is going to be.
They put in a nice defense at 125. But now it's getting tested again. Buyers are going to have to step up here if they want to hold it.
They're putting in a sell block right here. We can see it. I'm going to just like let it hang out for a minute. They're mid pivoting the box a little bit.
Top heavy up here. There's still so many trapped buyers. Question is whether they're going to get squeezed or they're going to try to defend and bail out all those trapped buyers above us.
I'm very long biased just because like, so we're hitting the bottom, we're stroking the bottom where this high glow came in. And it's like high glow green everywhere. And what it's going to do is most likely put in a high glow green big ass range. So I notice these things pull back. So there's a good chance it'll pull back range top, I think, at this point in time. We'll see if anything changes here. You also have the red box, and then you have another red box above. That's kind of a long signal. I do have 525.
I had a 225 long. I just took it off. I do think there could be another higher move. It's just kind of running into trouble here. I'd rather bankroll. I did take 2 losses on the way down here.
Are you okay? Like, are you?
Yeah, I'm back above break even. That eliminated those 2 losses. There's a high note here with a prior value area.
Well, I guess they're gonna just V flush that shit. That block right there.
Trying to defend.
looking too good.
Yeah, they're starting to absorb these buyers. There's also so many buyers trapped above us still.
But as we know, it could all be bullshit. Who knows?
Bit of defense here. I like that they tested twos and they held. I'm gonna try a 350 long and see if we can't zip through this short little reclaim.
Are you in it?
Yeah.
Good shit. I'm still in 525.
I took it off
Should
at
have fucked.
575, nailed the high, ironically. That helps.
They're really fucking with me here in this little area. It's all right.
Yeah, they're wiggling. They are wiggling.
You're getting higher lows, which is good. Hopefully
Yeah.
they can maintain that on the red block. See, I'm wondering if people are getting baited into trying to trade for 500. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's definitely something going on with the way this shit is moving. Seems like some form of manipulation in a way.
See if they defend here. They did. I've got a 450 long. I'm gonna try to work the exit here. 625. Got it.
Dang, dude, you've literally taken the trade I'm in and exited 3 times, which will probably be what I make on it.
Yeah, in
Fuck,
terms of
dude.
ticks, yeah, it might be.
Oh, somebody pumped a bid on 575. That sometimes cooks it, but no, the market. I know there are a lot of trap shorts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And a big
Fuck.
reclaim above us too.
Hello, nurse. Hello. Oh, no! Fuck!
No. Oh, that's my bad. I should have told you there was 10 o'clock news, man. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's all right.
It's super thin above us. They could want to defend fours. Still super spready though. Buyers are trapped.
Oh my god. These motherfuckers.
Right now.
Oh, what a tease that up move was. God
I
damn it.
know.
Fuck.
Big ol' selling. We are coming back into that prior area though, around 96s, where there was a bright red earlier, but that could have been before I updated my stocks too.
Are we going to the fucking open or some shit?
Yeah, we're below open now. Could be a sell defense
What
here
the
for
fuck was the news?
continuation. Consumer sentiment, I think. Put in a bit of a buy defense here at 96s. Getting pretty thick bid here, but they could get squeezed. It's kind of too early to tell. It is really thin above us. Could be a shove up. I'm gonna try a
There's bunch
96
of
long.
sell blocks. Oh, you need to be careful. You need to cut it at the top of that.
Yeah, the structure. I have an order at 97.50. If these buyers get absorbed, I'm gonna flat key it. See if I can get it here. Got it. 6-tick win. They're defending again. Bit of a slip range here. They're gonna get pushed. Yeah, these buyers are struggling for sure.
Yeah. God
Sheesh.
damn.
Yeah, those
Look at
buyers
that.
got squeezed like a motherfucker.
Man, none of that narrative played out the way I thought. Wonder how they're gonna handle this reclaim above us. God damn it! I took a massive $5,000 loss.
Oof.
Down 7. It just I thought it could pull. It just wasn't. Just wasn't pulling, dude.
Yeah, sometimes it just doesn't go.
Should have scalped it, honestly. This fucker's scooting up a little bit. Oh my god, another fucking nasty loss. Fuck.
Oof.
I was short on it. 900 down 76. Let's pay attention closely. She's coming out of this block and testing the other block. And it did that on the buy side several times.
Yeah, it's steadied out a little bit. The changing character I've noticed is they are starting to defend buy blocks. They just did it right there at 91.50. I had a reversal long on the mini or on the micros I just took out.
Yeah.
92.
Had a long 93, pulled it for 1200, still down a whopping 6. Part of me is like, you need to hold these fucking things. This is like playing like it did on the upper end, but God, they got 3 fucking red stacks up. They got 3 red stacks up. This just looks exactly the way the fucking upper end played in a lot of ways. Hey, they blew that out. That means there's potentially continuation low, but I'm so fucking confused, to tell you the fucking truth.
Yeah, it's getting weird. That
Like the
reversal
way
trade.
they got all that selling there and the way it was blocking up. Um, Adjusting Amazon is in a range. That trend line is gone. Oh, buyers are coming in. Something happened. There's heavy buying right here.
Yeah, they're trying to put in some sort of auction. I might try the slip favor long at 93. I'm gonna take it off for a point just to be kind of conservative.
It's a very hard read. I don't really understand it. What's going on? This happened on Tuesday. I think part of the problem is us fading things I shouldn't be fading. Like you need to make sure you have the clear signal where like there's green above green or
Yeah.
red above red or some shit.
Yeah, I was making that mistake earlier too with my own system where I was trying to go long when there was bright red above me, you know? And I just need to I think what I might need to do is I might need to like pull out a Word document and just make a list of guidelines for following the system. Um, because when I'm in drill, when I'm in sim, like it's obviously so much easier to follow your rules because you don't have P&L fucking with you. But if I can just define everything, define what I consider an uptrend, define what I consider trapped buyers, trapped sellers, define what I think a buyer defense is, just to take some of the guesswork out of it, instead of thinking, maybe it could reverse here, or maybe it's a continuation, to just know for sure, That doesn't mean those setups are going to work because nothing's 100% win rate, but it'll just boost my confidence a little bit in leaning into those.
Walmart dumped hard. Meta's in a range. Exxon Mobil's in a range. PG in a range. Fucking block drop, block drop. They're just buying, but they're like one block under another. That's not a short signal.
Yeah.
Even though it's ripping its dick down. Is there news this morning, like economic shit?
There
7:30.
was.
What was it?
Oh no, at 7:30. I don't think so. At least not that I can see. I could be wrong.
See, this down move don't make no fucking sense to me. They hit this big ass reclaim from 7:30 though. Like to go down on like mostly buying. Like what the fuck?
A little bit of a change in character here. They're starting to defend blues, but we've still got a lot of red above us. It's going to take time for the boat to turn around. A little bit of buyer defense here. A little thin above us. Got the 84 long out at 85.25 for a 5-tick win.
The greens are boosting above prior blocks. That's a long signal. There's something about this entire down move that just reeks to me. Like, I hate speculating it, but I think it can be taken back because there's a lot of weird patterns I've not seen. And it was displayed at the top and they pushed low, and we'll see. Like, I don't know if this like entire down move is this overstretched shit to just wash people.
Yeah.
Or what the deal is.
Well, there's 3 minutes left, and I clawed back to green on the day, which was not fucking easy. So I'm gonna take that to the bank, I think.
All right. I want to try to fix my problems. So I need to sit here a little longer.
Yeah, I want to do a good review today because I'm pretty confident I know exactly what went wrong in the first half of the session. And that's been a pattern lately that I don't want to keep replicating, is that I go into drawdown in the first half of the session and then I claw it back in the later half of the session.
Yeah, that shit sucks. I get it, man.
Yeah. I want
What do you think's
to
happening?
I think I'm pushing it at the open. I do think it's probably a psych issue because I don't think I'm following my rules properly. Um, and I need to define those rules. I think that might be at the end of the day. I think that might be the cause of the issues. I'm not defining my rules clear enough. So then I'm guessing, and you and me both know that fucking guesswork does not work in this industry.
Mm-hmm.
So I just need to sit down. I'm gonna pull up a fucking Word document. I'm gonna take some screenshots, um, and just write a list of rules, And that way I know when I'm breaking a rule instead of just being, did I break a rule? Was this a good trade? Was it not a good trade? Because some losses are good losses, some wins are bad wins. Voice to text. That's a good idea. Voice to text. That way I'm not killing myself over typing everything. Yeah, that's a good idea.
You decide what tick to put your limit on the DOM. Yeah, it doesn't work the way you think. Has nothing to do with the DOM. Has to do with the price action and structure off the price action.
Yeah.
Reloading doesn't mean shit. Absorption can go either way. It either goes up or it goes down. It doesn't. Absorption does not mean they're gonna hold it. It can go right through.
Yeah, I've come to that realization a lot over the last few days, and I think when I write up these set of rules, I think I'm just gonna, I'm not even gonna pay attention to absorption anymore, because it's a coin flip,
Absolutely.
What's working, what I know is working, and how I clawed back yesterday, how I clawed back today, was buyer defense, seller defense. I know that's working for me, and
What are you defining? What's your defense look like?
thick nodes, bright blues. If they come back and test those, and then more buying comes in, and it's thin above, then they're gonna zip it up. More times than not. Like,
have you been tagging that?
Yes, I have. Not religiously like I should. That's another thing I need to work on is fucking tagging my shit more consistently. But um, I can tell you right now, if I pulled up that tag, it would have a positive expected value for sure.
No, not the nodes you're thinking about. It's our own thing that like you would not be able to find online. It's our own terminology. I mean, it kind of is.
Yeah, it's like a more reliable volume profile because it shows theoretical open interest.
Yeah.
But at the same time, a delta profile is just you can't read it. It's fucking because those orders are already flat. If you put a delta profile on the entire price action of today, there's going to be buyers, sellers, buyers, buyers, sellers, sellers, buyers, sellers at every fucking tick. It's you can't read it. Profile with transparency showing new versus old. Yeah, but even me and Fat Cat
We do have that.
we did trade just fresh delta for a while and it worked, but the problem you run into is you don't have a direction.
This is happening right now. This is the freshest deltas. This is deleting every time it comes into a new tick, it's resetting. This one's resetting every 3. This one resets every 5. This resets every 7, 9, all the way up to 19. So yeah, these profiles are doing that. So I have several legs that go from super fresh to not as fresh. And I'll tell you this, it doesn't make a fucking difference.
Yeah.
Doesn't. It's the stocks. I think we need the full fucking waiting now. I need to get onto that. I need to build that.
Yeah. The automatic
Well,
wait.
the problem with using only 40 stocks is they're not all going to be 100%. They're not going to be 100%. So look, I got stock weight up here, right? It's 30 versus 49%. The delta's 14. I'm only seeing 14% of the stocks long. That's not even half the fucking index. I fucking had a feeling this son of a bitch would start pulling. They just did one of those bullshit down moves that just, they're going to make sure they bring pain. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree 100%.
I need you to start tagging your like little order flow technique
Mm-hmm.
On the blocks religiously, please.
Okay.
I need to see the stats on that. Because if it's working, I'm going to lean into it.
Yeah. I'll let you know, man. I think while we're on that topic, one thing I might recommend, because you do want to code these to not only help you but help me too.
Yeah.
I feel like the open interest column, um, the other colors of the other columns are way brighter. So if there's a way to change the sensitivity of the brightness so that my eye can just lock right onto that column, because sometimes my
Oh,
eye
you don't
has to
like how
find
the
it.
69 is brighter than a 436?
Yeah,
Like you're saying the brightness is different on different number sizes.
yeah,
Okay.
and it's hard for my eye
I
to
got you.
track that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like Joao's indicator gets super dark. If it's thin, like it's like almost black. It's a really dark blue. But I can still see the number. I can still see how many contracts traded there.
Yeah, I just let the AI decide that. I got you.
Yeah.
I need to finish the I need to keep working on the getting the entire index in though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Then
one
I
thing at
can
a time.
it back,
Because I
which is
still
gonna
have Joao's indicator, so I don't need yours right now. But at some point, I would like to transition fully over to yours. But I'm gonna jump into review, man. I'm gonna tag
yeah.
and
I'll probably